Hello. Good afternoon. In English, in Arabic, Masa al Khair. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Italy, Buongiorno. Welcome back again, guys. Today I have an interesting topic that I'm gonna discuss with you. Your ideas, of course, is very important. Your comments and likes and shares also makes a great sense for the channel. And welcome back again. This is Said, known as Worry Indoors. Today, actually, I'm gonna be talking a very interesting topic that some people might ask themselves why it's happening that people are running from third countries and Asia and coming to Europe. Of course, everybody has an idea and has an experience, but I have collected and I have collective of ideas, collective of actions, collective of things that I have seen personally, because I've been living in Arab countries for some years and I have a lot of stories related people fled from Arab countries and going to European countries. For why? As you know, some Arab countries are very rich. Please keep quiet. Are very rich countries, but people still are not happy the life there. What is the reason behind it? This is one of the main obstacles I'm gonna discuss with you today, and I will be sharing with you guys. And let me start the real story. The real story happened in my family. Our oldest friend, or let me say colleague. We were in a schoolmate, we were in village mate. We've been living more than 30 years in Saudi Arabia. 30 years he was living in Saudi Arabia. He's got his family there, his children born there. No rights, no citizenship, nothing. And finally he's deported back home, starting from zero his life. It's a true story. He called me for the day they deported him from Saudi Arabia and he came to Somalia. He called me and he told me about all what happened. It's a very long sad story, but what I gonna mention is why there is no rights for humanity in some Arab countries. If you live 100 years, they will never give you your rights. I don't know why. You might see a lot of people working like rich countries like Qatar in 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and they don't even have, forget about to be a citizenship, to be the same right with Qatari or with Saudi Arabia or with Dubai people. Forget about it. Even they will not get a permanent RB, residence permit, permanent residence permit, they will not get. They usually get what they call in Arabic, iqama. And this iqama expires, and every year you have to go someone who belongs to you, like you are a servant. And you have to ask him, please can you renew for me this RB? RB is residence permit. If he wants you to send you back home without court, without any justification, he might simply make a small letter and he can send you back home. My friend, his children still now in Saudi Arabia, but he was deported from Saudi and he is now in Somalia. He asked me, how can I reach to come in Europe right now? He asked me. Because he said, I'm living in very bad situation. I left Saudi Arabia without rights, without anything at all. The company has not paid him anything at all. No rights at all. No citizenship. No RP. Nothing at all. He's been living over 30 years there. In this case, he's asking me, how can I reach to Europe? I want to immigrate to Europe. Imagine, after 35 years living in Saudi Arabia, working in Saudi Arabia, or after 50 years living in Qatar, working in the government of Qatar, one of the richest country in the world, but still people are not being recognized as human. No human at all. Humanity is out of the service in Arab countries. This is what I really want to share with you guys. Now I'm in here in Europe country, in Austria, very new, and I've been spending years in Qatar. I was living in Qatar. I know. In the day you become a jobless, you cannot stay a single day in Arab countries. No way. Where the other countries, in European countries, if you work 5 years, you have a right, you have an office or a community who will be running with you to get your rights. You will not worry what you will eat or where you sleep. You will not worry about your rights. You will not worry about your health. There is no health insurance. You will not get it. You are out of service. If you don't work, you are done. Where is the right for this person working in the country for 50 years, for 40 years? Where is his right? He's supposed to be a citizen, but they don't pay him. They like to live a relaxed, luxury life themselves only. I don't know what to call them. Sometimes I ask myself, are they selfish? They don't want other people to live like them? No way. The most wonderful thing, guys, I'm gonna share with you is, the most wonderful thing is, really, it's a true story. I'm not really making my own hands. It's a true story. Let me take in Qatar. Let me stop now in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi is out of range. It's extraordinarily behaving the people like animal. Deteriorating country when it comes to the humanity. Let me talk about Qatar now, where I have been living and I know what is going on. You will see one guy is working in the government sections. He will ask the government, I want to bring my family. For example, his father or his wife or whatever. The first question they're gonna ask is, what is your salary? Damn it. What is your salary? That means if you don't have a huge salary, above 10,000, the immigration will say for you, la. La means no. Impossible. To live with your wife. Come on. Don't they understand, these people, don't they understand, these empires, that this person needs what you need? Even in hadith, in Islam, there is hadith saying, لا يحب أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. When you like yourself, you have to also like to be the same with your brother. Your brother in the faith, your brother of Naipo, your brother who's living long time years in your country. It has to be like that. But it's not happening. If you don't have enough salary, you will not get your wife. You will suffer. You are working in a government section, and not even 1 year and 2 years. More than 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. It's supposed to be a citizen. Forget about asking, please, I need a visa for my wife. It's supposed to be a citizenship. Someone working for the government, wearing a government dress, supposed to be citizenship. But it's not happening. You gotta work. This is what I have seen. I'm not talking about what I don't have seen. This is what I personally have seen it. What I have encountered during my life. You got the chance to work for a company better than the company you work in. You want to go to move. Imagine you cannot go and work another company and move on. Now it's getting better, Qatar, because they are going to organize the World Cup. And they changed a lot of rules, a lot of things. I am hearing now, I got some news that there is no sponsorship or there is no whatever. It's a great pleasure to the people living now in Qatar. Because what I used to see is, if you want to work this company, you have to get NOC. NOC means no objection letter from this man that belongs to your visa. Otherwise, even 100 millions is going to provide you cannot get it. Come on, we are in 2021. In which century are we monopolizing the people on this way? Out of freedom. Out of freedom. It's not a freedom way. You don't have no option to work this company. The company you go to the interview will ask you, do you have NOC letter from that company that belongs to you? If you say, I don't have it, he will send you back to go to speak to your sponsorship. He might be Qatari or whatever. Of course, all people will be going under the sponsorship of Qatari people. Whether it's company or personal. He has to write a letter saying, we don't have any problem at all that this guy to transfer his visa to you. Then he will stamp, you will go to immigration. And the poorest thing is, if you want to finish a one letter from the government offices, you will have a lot of problem. A lot of problem. There is a word works in all Arab countries. They call them wasta. Wasta means you have to get someone who push you back. You have to get some Arab man who push you back, who's someone citizenship in that country who push you back. Otherwise, you will not work out anything at all. So, what is the astonishing things that really I just want to discuss with you guys today, friends in the YouTube? Please make sure to share and at least pass one person of your friends in my video so that they will know the idea of what's the between them. What I mean is, I don't mean that Arab countries, they don't have money. There is enough money. They are rich. They are rich and there is enough money. And they are more than these countries, some of the European countries. But the problem is, they only care themselves. They don't care who is living under them. The one who immigrated or who came in their home just to work. And what is even out of mind is, impossible things is that someone who's working a government and after 30 years, after 20 years, he will suffer. Because of rent, because of health, because of life, what to eat, because of everything, and finally he will be kicked out from the country. And sometimes they might put him, you cannot come back again in system, and you cannot come back. So, I tried to get a job from company to other company. The rule that time was saying, you cannot go to this job unless you stay 1 year continuously on your sponsor. Sponsor means you're the one who is, everyone is under someone's sponsor in our countries. You cannot live alone. You should be under sponsorship. So they said you have to be there minimum 1 year or 2 years, I don't know. Otherwise you cannot go there. It's a normal. Okay, This person is a human. He's looking for a job. He's trying to solve his problem. He immigrated or he came to work in your country with a legal way. Government is supposed to support at least his living things, at least the basic life things, eating, where to sleep, and health. I spoke to one of my friend, Austrian, but he speaks not nice English. I told him people in Africa, people in Asia, people in other worlds, why they are running and coming. When we, apart from the civil war or what do you call the corruption of the countries, where many countries has erupted for war and there is no peace, that exists. But some countries still, even people cannot get in a proper job, in a proper human right and proper resources and proper life. That's why they are running to get the proper life in Europe. Because European is that just people all are equal. There is no I'm a Qatari or I'm a Saudian or I'm a Dubai or I'm Bahrainian or I'm Kuwaitian, or there's nothing at all. All people are same. And there is nothing what they call is sponsorship. If you want to work in Europe in this company and you don't want this job, or this you got a job better than this job in the opposite of the other office, you can go in the same day without NOC, without probation, without warning, without afraid. So this is one of the reasons people are going to flee for a country who are having more property than the other countries, but there is no, what do you call, care for human. If you care the people, of course, people will not run away from you, because they know that they have the life, basic life for themselves, basic needs. What is happening is a true story. One of my friends, he was working in there. He wanted to bring his father as a health in the country. As Africa is very big continent, rich country, but we have very, very, very poor leadership. So he asked, I want to bring my father so as to get a cure and everything depends on me, his house, everything I will bring. They ask you cannot bring your father here because your salary is not enough. A family together, living together, father already got like 60 or 65, whatever, they will say automatically he has to go back home. Where he has to go? His wife, his children, working in the government, everybody is in the country. But they will tell him no, he already 60, so he has to go back home. Where the European countries, when someone reaches 60, there are places to take care of them. There are special needs or special fund to be given the governments them. That thing is that's supposed to be done in our countries. This is, I'm frankly talking to you, this is a true story. True story. If you ask, why, what's happening? I need my wife. I need my family, my children. لا راتب مش كفي ما يكفيك راتب أخي. شو راتب ما يكفيك؟ شو راتب ما يكفيك؟ What's salary is not enough. Government in these things, government is supposed to support family reunion for families. Government is supposed to support to bring wives and children and family together. as they are doing these European people. But instead of خلي يساعده يعطيه الفلوس ويعني خلي المساعدة. Even forget about helping. They don't even forget about helping. They don't even try to let the person tackle or solve his problem. No, it's not happening. So let me go back to the history about the friend who his children is in Saudi now, and he is now in Somalia. I'm frankly talking to you. It's a true and real story. He told me, my children, some of them, Ekama means the residents, are expired and they will not renew because I'm not there anymore. And they cannot get out from there, deportation. And they are suffering. And I have been living there over 30 years. And I've been working in that company and in that company. And no rights at all. In this country, when someone works a company like 5 years, there is what they call a Germany people, what they call Arbeitslos. Means someone who lost his job, he will get almost the same salary. For the longer duration he was working, he will get almost the same salary. Imagine this. This is the difference. This is the reason people are just jeopardizing themselves, putting people themselves in danger to reach in Europe countries because they have seen a better life than the Arab countries and the African countries. This is the reason. I cannot say someone and I cannot encourage someone, please put yourself in the sea and come try to reach in Europe. But I'm talking about the true and the reality life happening in the third world and the second world. If you say, example, I have my own business, my everything, still you cannot do. You have to go and write one Saudian or one Qatarian or one Bahrainian, his name you have to write your properties. He will act you. You cannot write your name on your properties or on your business in that area. But what I wanted to mention with you guys, frankly, if you have an American citizen, American passport, or if you have a European passport, they respect. They respect. And even they are more salary than the other people. When I'm African from Somalia, and when he is American citizen or a European citizen, and we are working together in the same position in the company, we never be the same salary. We never be same equality. We never be the same. Ministry of Labor, Wizarة العمل, they will say, he's a European. Where the European countries or Americans or wherever, people are the same equality, same salary, same rights, same everything. Why don't they take an example what's going on in the world? Which era are we? Which era are we? So today I was going to discuss with you, this is the reason why people are going to flee from there. This is the reason why the rich countries are behind still. So my friend told me, in order to support the family, I want to come to Libya and jeopardize myself in order to reach Italy and then to look for a better life for my children, where I have been spending over 30 years in Saudi Arabia, where I've been spending 30 years or 40 years or 50 years in Qatar, but I cannot get my wife, where I've been spending more than 60 years in Emirates, Dubai, but I cannot write my name directly, my property. where I've been spending or living or working in Kuwait, but I don't have any rights at all. When I lost my job, I'm gone, I'm done. I don't know what to eat and what to do. And that is the reason and the difference between European and Arab countries. I'm sorry to say that, but they lost the way to behave the human. Human is equal. You should behave the people as you like to be behaved. This person is the same like you. And when you are dealing with someone, deal with as you like to be dealt with. Because you like to be dealt with. من عمل صالحا فلنفسه ومن أساء فعليها. When you do the good things, it will return to you. Good things will return to you. Believe me. I hope they do the better than they're doing. My brothers in Europe, me as a Somali, if I want to go today to anywhere in Gulf country, I cannot go. They don't recognize our passport. They don't give us visa. They don't have to provide us anything at all. But still they say we are brothers. We are brothers. Somalis are brothers. Frankly. Where is the brotherhood you are talking about, and you are not allowing your brothers to come visa on arrival, to give them visa on their passport? You are not giving them, and you are saying we are brothers. For what? For what are we brothers? Tell me. You as Emirates, you as a Kuwaitian, you as Saudian, you as a Bahrainian, or you as Arab Gulf countries, you always say we are brothers. Tell me, how are we brothers? There are a lot of different stories which I've been collecting for many years in the behavior, the way they deal with the people in Arab countries, but I cannot conclude in one video. But I was going to share with you guys the difference between Arab countries and the European countries or Western countries are very, very clear. Very, very clear. When it comes to humanity, they don't behave the human as they like to be behaved. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like the people working for them as like servant. You don't have any right at all. How long you spend, they don't care. How long you stay, they don't care. You work a private sector, they don't care. You work for government, they don't care. You missing your family, they don't care. You lost your job, they don't care. Your health, they don't care. They care themselves. ما فيش دوام، ما فيش فلوس. ما فيش كفيل، ما فيش شغل. معلوم؟ By the way, I ask to God and pray my brother who has given me this story that he has got a better job in Somalia and not jeopardize himself, put himself in danger to come in Europe. And the brothers living in Arab countries, I would like to advise them, please, before you reach an age that you cannot do anything at all, do something right now. Do create a business your own country, do something your own personality so that you can survive, because in Arab countries you don't have any rights at all, and final minute you'll be kicked out from the country. Thank you, and see you for the next program and next videos. Please don't forget to share the video and subscribe the channel if you're new. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.